My name's Henry. This is my sister Jessica. I interviewed her on the birth of her child and that entire 72 hours. So I wanted to ask it on the paper, how did this impact your life afterwards? Once you took it home from the hospital, how did it impact your life?
Well, I got into mom mode right away, I guess. I actually started liking to clean and stuff like that. And then Frank also thinks he saw me get more motivated to go to school and things like that. Just to plan my future better.
About much the people that were there. Who was there by your side? And you listed a couple, like clearly mom.
Well, when
Was
Dad
there?
The first night, yeah. And then after work the next day. Well, Christina and her now husband were there with me to contact. When I first got admitted there, since I was induced, they were there with me until visitors were told to leave. That was surprising to me because I was like, I think they're the only ones from Mom's family that went.
Like the entire time she was there. And what did Dad do? What did he say? What did they say?
Dad made me feel more calm because he's like me, I guess. He won't show that he's stressed out. Mom was making me stress out a little bit because she's more dramatic. She was more scared than I was, that's for sure. Well, that's how moms are.
I'm not too sure if I wrote about this in detail in my paper, but you said that your doctor, I forgot what position, wasn't there for you. What happened with that?
Well,
Tell me as much as you know about that.
I didn't know until she came in to see me later that day when I had Jason, but she said she had a dentist appointment and they wouldn't reschedule her, so she missed the whole birthing process. But I knew she cared because she didn't have to show up. She didn't have to because
It was already done.
yeah, it was done. She knew that, but she still showed up to ask how I was feeling. So that was nice of her.
And did they tell you if your birth was on the quicker spectrum of length of births? Was your birth on average on the shorter end as opposed to the average or the longer end at all?
I think it was average. I know people have been there for a few days just waiting to dilate, I guess is the word.
And
I was already dilated a week or two before, but it was only 7 meters. It wasn't that much. It took me a long time. That's for sure.
And how long did you say you were in the process?
What process?
Once you got into the hospital, how long were you there? How long of it was related to giving birth, and how long of it was just there sitting, waiting till you could give birth or till you started,
Well, they induced me at by 8:30 p.m. the first night.
And what time did you get there again?
At 8.
Alright.
They were just getting me.
Did the insurance cover all of the birth? Everything?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to pay a dime?
Thank God. It's a lot just to give birth to a kid. Well, yeah, from what I know, they used to let you stay in the hospital longer. But I was gone, I think on Sunday. They let me out. No, on Saturday. Yeah, I went in Thursday night.
Is that the time you was born? On Saturday?
On Friday.
Friday night?
I was out the next morning. No, Friday. On Friday at around 12 p.m. I was gone. Yeah, at noon. I was gone the next morning. They used to be. They used to let you stay a little longer. Now they kind of rush you out.
Alright, so where was Mom and Dad after that? Did they go back to work after he was born?
Yeah, Mom called. She went to work, and we called her around the time that was gonna happen. So she got out of work for a little bit. Dad, I can't remember if Dad was there, to be honest, during the actual birthing thing.
Mm.
I mean, he must have been.
Must have
It
been.
was a mess. Sergio was over here almost passing out. You can just see
So
in
what
someone's
was-
eyes when
What
they're
was
about
up
to
with
pass out.
that?
I don't know. He was scared. Well, he was young when all that was happening, so
How old
I
was he?
understand it. 16?
16? And
He was
you?
young. I was 18.
Like 40 years
He was about to turn. He was about to turn 17. He was born year 1993, so yeah.
Like, were you out of high school when this happened, or were you in high school when you had to give birth?
I was already out.
You were already out.
So by then, I think Mom just told me to wait a few months. So when I finally did get into college, it was during the summer semester.
Alright, so the birth of him didn't actually impact you school-wise or any other way of your life. You were just here, you know, relaxed. So was there complications at all?
Ooh, yeah. Well, it turns out I'm not one of those people that can have the epidural and how do you call it? I guess some people can tell, like, the position the baby is in, so you know how much to push. They tell you, but it's not the same as you feeling it yourself, I guess.
Mhm.
So they had to take me off the epidural before we can continue. So I couldn't feel anything.
Oh.
So it was hard.
So you couldn't feel like when to push.
They were telling me, but it wasn't the same. And then once I got off that, once it wore off, it went by faster. It just took like 2 minutes after that, and I was done. So if I could go back, I probably wouldn't get the epidural.
Aside from that, was there any other complications?
Well, because of that, they wanted to give me a C-section, but Mom was like, no.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Would you yourself have gotten a C-section if Mom wasn't there to be dramatic about it?
No, that scares me, getting cut open.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if this is true, but once you have a C-section, all your kids had to be through C-section.
Supposedly, yeah. Well, during the first few months of my pregnancy, I thought I wanted to get one, like to ask for it, but I just kind of got freaked out, cutting me open.
Do you think the insurance would have covered the C-section? Does that make sense?
Probably, I don't know. Depends what they think, because there's people that are like small, they're tiny humans, so they have to cut them open.
Is that what the doctors told you? Or is
They
it
thought
just-
it was possible, but they were hoping for a natural birth.
Okay.
But yeah, if Mom wasn't there, I probably would have let them do the C-section. So I was just tired, like, get it over with.
Do you know the process of the C-section at all, or no?
I just know it's really fast, but I've seen videos of actual C-section, so that's kind of creepy.
How much weight did you gain during the process?
Ooh. Was 30 something probably. 40 would be the most.
You gained 40 pounds. Is that excluding?
Probably
the
not 40, it was 30 something.
Is that excluding the kid or including him?
No, and include. They weigh you with the kid in there, obviously.
Oh my god.
But they count the kids. But they count the kid and everything.
So they're gonna cut him out, weigh you, and put him back in?
We can't put that.
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
There's no way we can't put that in. We have to put that in.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cry from laughing. Okay. Well, but yeah, that's the whole package.
All right. Well, I think we're running out of time, so thank you for
Probably
your time. You want to go stop the recording? It's your camera.
It hasn't stopped yet. Cut us off.